Hello, hello, hello. I've lost my tray. I clicked go live and I was like, hang on a minute, where's my tray? I've lost my tray. Hello, 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 hello. Oh, I found it. Okay. I put it up high. Okay. I'm here. Hello. That was a palaver. I didn't have a clue where that went then. Deary me. Hello, 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 hello. Okay. I'm here. We're good. How is everybody? Are we okay? It's Friday night. Hello. So I've missed loads of people there, but I hope you're all okay. I hope we're doing well and have had a good week and are looking forward to the weekend. It's Aaron's birthday weekend this weekend because it's his birthday on Sunday. So I'm quite looking forward to celebrating him. Michaela Powell. I can have a look. No, I don't have an order with your name on. Let me just have a look with emails wise, because it may have. No, I haven't. It hasn't come through, my lovely. Hello, hello, hello. So I have posted an order list on the page. I can do an updated order list in a moment actually. Let me update it with this person. Let me just print this off and then I'll do an updated order list on the page. And then I will go through some of the updates that we have got for today. So we do have our new launch of the game, which is quite exciting. It's just like, those who remember, it's just like Buzz Buzz Buzz. In fact, it is Buzz Buzz Buzz, but it's with hearts instead of the hexagon honeycomb bits. So it's quite, yeah, it's quite cool. So here's the updated order list. No, it hasn't started. So yeah, just like Buzz Buzz Buzz. So basically, if I do a really quick run through, but you get to pick whether you're going to have 3 or 5 tokens. All the tokens are in here, apart from the last one, which Aaron is going to bring me in just a moment. So basically, for example, if you pick 3... No, let's say if you picked 5 tokens, I randomly, 3, 4, 5, I randomly pick 5 out. We then have a look and you've got 2 of the same colour here. So that means your option would be, you can either choose a charm of your choice off the website, or you can pull a further 1 token out the bag. So you can either choose to stop here or pull a charm, or pick a charm of your choice from the website. So if you choose to pull a further 1 token out of the bag, the aim is to now match one of these. We didn't, we've got a different colour, which means the game ends there and you have 2 oyster openings instead. Whereas if you hadn't risked it, so these are just the rules, so I've got them in front of me. If you haven't risked it, you would have had a charm. So it's all about whether you're going to risk it or whether you're going to sort of stop and choose your prize. But you'll see how it goes as we go on, which is quite cool. Will the dates for the game fall off when they fill up? They won't, but I will take them off. So I may not be able to do it whilst I'm live, but I will definitely keep an eye out for it. And when each date gets full, I'll remove that as an option, so you won't be able to book in. I mean, you won't be able to book in for it anyway if it gets filled up. It just won't let you check out with it. But I will then remove it as an option, so you can also see that that isn't going to be an option. Okay, I hope that makes sense. So the Buzz 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 game is on today, so that's in there. We've got mystery oysters and egg pops available. I have been taking photos of all the new stock, which I love, so that will be going live to supporters first, hopefully at the start of next week. So supporters first, as always, and then after a week or so it will go live to everybody else. So I'm hoping to get those on at the start of next week. Okay, I didn't, Nicola. However, what I can do is, if you did want the 5 tokens instead, I can make a note here and the invoice will get sent through tomorrow for you, if you're happy to do so. So when it's your turn, just let me know and I'm happy to do that. That's not a problem. Right, let's just pop this here because this is my rule. These are the exact same rules that you've got. It's just if I have them printed out, I can't go wrong. Okay, so shall we get started for today? I think so. I think I've remembered everything so far. Let me just find my pearl picker. So found it. Up first today is Amy Garrett. Amy, are you here? Oh, there's a moth in here. Oh no. I thought it was a spider then, but it then flew away, so it's definitely got wings. Oh no. That's not going to be good. So Amy Garrett. Amy, hello, hello, hello. Amy, we'll do your openings first and then we'll play your game afterwards if that's okay. So for your opening, oh actually, no, let's play the game first because then that way we can do all of the openings together at the end. So with the game, you can, whatever pearls you get out of the openings, you can choose to swap the pearls at the end, and you can choose to have an oyster or an egg pop with them as well, so it does class as an opening. Okay, finally, so this is what I was waiting for. So the bonus heart in the game, Aaron's literally just brought in. It's the exact same size as the other hearts. I'll show you. Let's go down.
And I did the white on the underside, so the squiggle.
Oh, I just put it in there. Oh.
Good luck.
What did I do that for? What colour was the outside?
Black.
How did I just put that in there? Oh, there it is. Okay, so it's the exact same size as the other hearts, but if you happen to get this heart, which has got the white inside section, okay, so black with the white inside heart, this one means that you get to pick any item of jewellery off the website, no limit of value. Okay, so this heart goes in, and if you pull that out, then that is the bonus. Thank you for doing that. I realised to Aaron that I needed a heart that stood out, so he quickly did one this evening for me. Thank you, Bab, and thank you for the coffee as well. So, Amy, brilliant that that's there, because I was going to have to say we would have to pause play until that was obviously in the bag. But let's start with your game then, and then we'll do all of your openings together at the end. So you've chosen to start and have 5 tokens. Okay, so first game of today. Let's go down. Oh, this has just gone slightly blurry. Let me go. So I'm going to give them a mix. So there's 9 different colours in here. There is 6 of each colour, and then 1 of that special heart I just shown you there. So if I do it this way, I can't see what I'm pulling out. Actually, if I hold it down like that, you guys can see that I can't see anything. So you've got 1, 2, 3. Now these 2 are different colours because this one has got like a pinky tone to him and this one's just plain orange. So they are different colours there. So 1, 2, 3, 4. That's a different shade of purple. And 5. And that is just the normal hearts. So you've got 5 different colours to start with here. This means you've got no matching colours. So the choice here, Amy, is you can choose to have 2 oyster openings, stop here and have 2 oyster openings, or you can pull a further 1 token out of the bag. If you pull 1 more out of the bag and you get a match, the game continues. If you pull a token out of the bag and you don't get a match, then you have 2 openings. Okay, so really there's nothing to lose, but that is the first option. So would you like to pull 1 more token, or would you like to have your 2 openings? What would you like to do? So the aim would be that we definitely need to match one of these 5 colours. One more token. So I'm going to do it this way now, because before they spilled out, but this way, like, you can't see anything until there's something in my hand. And you have got a match. This one here matches. So your choice now means you've got 2 matching colours. You can either choose to stop here and choose a charm of your choice from the website, or you can pull a further 1 token out of the bag. If you pull 1 more token out of the bag and you don't get a match, then you have 2 oyster openings. If you pull a token out of the bag and you do get a match, then the game continues. Okay, so you can either choice again to either have a charm off the website, your choice, and stop the game here, or continue to pull 1 token out to see if you've got a match here to let the game continue. What would you like to do? Oh, and we're going to stop here. You're claiming your prize of the charm. Perfect. So let me just bring you back up. I might just play it on there, you know, because this board moving it around is going to get funky. So can you have the turtle tail charm? Would you like a lobster or a hoop fitting with that? I won't be charging the extra for the fittings. So it's whatever fitting you would prefer. Like I said, there's no extra charge on either one. So lobster or hoop. So you chose to have a charm. It is the turtle's tail charm with a hoop fitting. Brilliant. So that one then is booked in for you. It comes with 1 opening, and then with your other openings as well, that makes 5 openings altogether. So what 5 would you like, Amy? Oysters or egg pops, or of course a mix of each? And that's how the game goes, guys. So basically it lasts as long as you want to risk it for, if that makes sense. If of course you don't get a matching colour with the game, then your prize is always going to be 2 oyster openings. So it just depends on whether you risk it or not, if that makes sense. But 5 openings altogether. Which 5 would you like? Oysters, donate the shells. Okay, so 1 and 2. 3, 4, 5, 6. It's 5, isn't it? Yes, 5. Let's get these open. So donate the shells. Amy, are there certain colours that you're hoping for? So 1 and 2. 3. 4. And 5. So let's go down. Oyster number 1, good luck. Soft pop there. Any colours? Okay, so there is a little bit of flesh on that side, but we can definitely see there's no pearls there. Oh, I can see You have 5 pearls. You are quinting. Now that one was slightly smelly there as well. But quinting, so 5 pearls in your first oyster, Amy, which is brilliant. You've got a, oh, I didn't even see that then until I held it up. You've got a chocolate bronze with a gorgeous dark gunmetal grey spot to him. Let's move it round so you can see that spot. You've got a chocolate olive green, so 2-tonal base chocolates with that olive green overtone. A 2-tonal yellow, so sunshine and lemon yellow. Bright pink. And a darker, I'm going to say blurple, so mix between blue and purple. So chocolate bronze with a spot, chocolate olive green, 2-tonal yellow, pink, and a blurple to start with. Oyster number 2. Light pop there. And there's no more in that one. So you've got a darker pearl. Now he looks to be a silver bells here. I'm just going to move these up because I think that'll make it easier to get the whole dish to focus as well. And here is your silver bells. Your next oyster. Light pop there. And there is a little bit of a pearl blister in this one, but there's definitely no pearls there at all. There's no more in that one. So you've got a lemon yellow. So this yellow is definitely lighter and visually smaller than the first yellow that came out of the quinting oyster. Sorry, just going to get the camera to focus today. Once it starts focusing, we get the right angles to it. It's going to be better. There we go. So there's your lemon yellow. Your next oyster. Again, light pop there. And there's your mother of pearl. Oh. There's no more in that one. Now I'll show you that bit that just popped out. It's just a piece of, I don't know, a piece of, see, it's a movie, it's a piece of like silt or something like that. So that's not a pearl there. The pearl that did come out though looks like another silver bells. And then moving on to your last oyster. Light pop there. Again, there's a little bit of a flesh on that side, but there's definitely no pearls on that one. And ran down the front. I am just going to still have a squidge and see if there's any more in here. There's no more in that one. Okay, so you've got a silver chocolate as from your last oyster here. Excuse me. Okay, so you've got the chocolate bronze with the spot, a chocolate olive green, 2-tonal yellow, pink and a blurple, 2 silver bells, a yellow and a chocolate silver. What do you think to these, Amy? Now, if you're happy with these, then they are yours. And I'll need to know which ones you'd like on which items. If you're not happy, I can swap them for colours of your choice. So I'm going to start running them through the board for you, and then just shout out if there's any pearl swaps that you'd like to do, or if you know which ones you'd like where. Aaron, can you get me a different one of these, please, from the back pile, and a packet of these, please?
Of course.
Thank you. Okay, so your Blurple is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, he's an 8. The pink is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, not an 8, he's an 8.5. Two-tonal yellows, not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, he's an 8. And the chocolate olive green is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, he's not an 8, he's an 8.5. Chocolate bronze with a dark spot is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, he's a 7.5. Chocolate silver is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, he's a 7.5. Lemon yellow is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, he's a 6.5. And then silver bells number 1 is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, he's a 6.5. And silver bells number 2 is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, he's a 6.5 as well. So they're measuring the same size there. What do you think, Amy? What would you like to do? Can we have the chocolate silver, the blurple and the lemon yellow on the charms? Do you know which charm you'd like, which colour you'd like on which? So the chocolate silver, the blurple and the lemon yellow on the charms, and a silver bells on a hoop fitting. Which one on which one? As in, which colour on which item? You don't mind which ones? Okay. Okay, perfect. And would you like to have colours on the other 2 items or not? So with the other 2 items, you can choose to have pearls on there, or you don't have to if you don't want to. So these are the shades you've got left: chocolate bronze, chocolate olive green, a two-tonal yellow, bright pink, and a silver bells for the other 2 items. Would you like pearls on or off? It keeps buffering. Let me ask Aaron to see if it's our end. I've just asked Aaron just to check our internet, just to make sure it's not my end. If it is, I can sort of reset it and see if that helps. If it's not my end, it may be a Facebook thing, but hopefully it will sort itself out soon. Is there a storm here? No, it's been raining all day, but no, not a storm. Oh, bless you, Amy. So with the other two items, you can choose to have pearls on them if you would like to. You don't have to if you don't want to, but there. Would you like pearls on the two bracelets? If so, which two colours would you like? Okay, Aaron says that my internet is fine, so I think that it would be possibly a Facebook thing. Hopefully it will sort itself out soon. Also, because some people are fine and some people aren't fine, I think that more indication that it is a Facebook thing. So I'm just going to type it for Amy, just in case. Amy, oh no, you've just said Amy, perfect. Sorry, I just thought if I type it, just in case you couldn't see me if it was buffering. So you'd like to have the olive green and the bronze. Perfect. So then that leaves the 3 pearls as your loose colours. Are you happy with these 3, or are there any here that you'd like to swap? So these 3 colours here, are you happy with these, or are there any that you would like to swap? The connection must be really bad. I do apologise. Yes, you're happy. So to confirm, Amy, are you happy with these 3 pearls as your loose pearls? Oh, swap the yellow for an apple green. Okay. What do you need to do, Ben? Okay, yellow for an apple green, and then that leaves you with the silver bells and the pink. What do you think with those 2? It's going to be a long night. Hopefully the connection gets better. Like I said, Aaron said, oh, my internet's fine here, so it must be a Facebook thing. But it's just a lot of you are getting it, so hopefully it sorts itself out. No, it's not my internet, guys. Aaron's just done a test on it, honestly. I think it's a Facebook connection. Aaron, do you want to confirm that for me? Amy, you're happy with those?
Yes, it's true.
I thought you were going to give the technical jargon. No? He did the ping test and my speed is okay, which means that the connection's okay. Is that right?
Theoretically, the connection's fine, yeah.
Okay, cool. So hopefully it will sort itself out. Okay, so Amy, I've got all of that down for you, and I hope you're happy with that. Thank you as well for the donations with your shells. That's safe up there, and I hope, Amy, that you'll be happy with everything once it arrives. I've popped that safely up there for you. Yeah, I think it is a Facebook thing, especially because some of you have got it and some of you haven't. It's normally a sign that it's Facebook. When everyone's got it, then it's normally a sign that it's me. Oh, maybe they're pushing out an update or something. I don't know. Okay. So Amy, like I say, I hope you'll be happy with everything, and I'm sorry that the connection wasn't great then. Up next today is Claire Jeffrey. Claire, are you here? We think it's fixed itself. Ooh, perfect. Claire, hello, hello, hello. So Claire, you have got a game, a Risk It for Love game. So we're going to do your game first, and then we'll do all of your openings together at the end, if that's okay. So you've chosen to start with 5 tokens as well. So good luck, my lovely. 1, 2. It's not the one with the heart. So 2, 3, 4. All different colours so far. And 5. So you've got 5 different shades here so far, Claire. So your choice here, because we've got no matching colours so far, your choice is either to stop here and then your prize is to have 2 oyster openings, or you can choose to pull 1 further token out of the bag. If you pull a further token out of the bag and you get a match, the game continues. If you pull another one out and it's a different colour, the game stops there and you have 2 oyster openings. So really, with this first choice, there is nothing to lose, but I do ask, because some people do prefer just to stop there. Another token. Okay, so, sorry, nothing in my hand. Give it a mix. And you have got a match. This is a glittery purple, by the way. So a match there. Whoop, whoop. Now that means you've got 2 matching colours. So your choice now is either you can stop here and claim your prize, which is a charm off the website. So any charm, completely your choice. Or you can choose to pull a further 1 token out of the bag. If you pull a token and you get another match, the game continues. If you pull a token and it's a new colour, the game stops there and your prize is 2 oyster openings. What would you like to do? Stop there and claim your prize of a charm, or continue the game and pull 1 more token from the bag? What would you like to do? Now this game can get really, really like on the edge of your seat in suspense. So yeah. Can we stop there, claim the prize? Of course you can. So let me just bring you back up so I can write that down. So the November 2023 charm. And it's good that you guys know what prizes you'd like as well straight away, because if you didn't, I'd have to move you to the end of the order list, to then obviously have your opening once you've chosen your prize. So those of you who are playing tonight, it is worth definitely knowing what prize you would like. So lobster or hoop fitting, my lovely? So November 2023 charm. Perfect. Lobster or hoop fitting, that's booked in there. Does it include crystal charms? Yes, it does. Hoop fitting. Okie dokie. That means then, Claire, altogether you've got 5 openings altogether. Would you like to have oysters or egg pops, or a mix of each? If it's a mix of each, I'll need to know how many of each you'd like to have. Is there an updated list? Their list is on the page. I do have a couple of people to add to the list, but the list that's on the page that was posted earlier, we're still on that list at the moment, if that helps, Karen. I'll do an updated list once I've printed these ones off and updated it. Excuse me. So 5 oysters. So Aaron did just stock up this bag. So as you can see, it's very full, so I can't really dive in far. So 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Donate your shells. Are there certain colours that you're hoping for, Claire? 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. So let's go down. Not sure on the colours. Okay, so we'll start opening up and then we'll see how we go. Oyster number 1. Light pop there. Oh, and straight away you've got a runaway there. So there's your mother of pearl. There's definitely no pearls on that side. If we have a squidge in here, there's no more in that one. So your first oyster has given you a darker, I think, chocolate pearl here. So he is a chocolate silver, so base chocolate, and then you can see he's got that slight silvery overtone to him. Oh, sorry, my voice is going in and out already today. Oh, that's going to be fun. Excuse me. Moving on to oyster number 2. Perfect, Karen. I'm glad you found whereabouts you are. Okay, oyster number 2. There is a little bit of flesh on that side, but again, there's no pearls there. Straight at the top, we can see a autumn peach. And there's no more in that one. So we've got an autumn peach here. Slightly two-tonal autumn peach as well. Oh, sorry, my camera today apparently is taking a little bit longer to focus. There we go. So lighter and darker autumn peach as you go around the pearl there. Number 2. Moving on to your next oyster. Again, softer pop. I did hear that one more though. No pearls on that side. And you have got a silver bells. Now this silver bells is slightly darker, but you can definitely still see that silvery tone coming through. Next oyster here, Claire. Light pop there. Oh wow, there's your mother of pearl. No pearls on that side. Now let me show you what I can see. Look at the tone of that pearl there. Oh, he is gorgeous. If we have a squidge, there's no more in that one. Now this is a really, really rich chocolate bronze. Look at him. Okay, so, oh, and he is two-tonal. Let me show you. So, Look at him. So let me see if we can get the two-tone on this. So it goes into like a lighter and a darker area. Let me just readjust. That is a gorgeous toned pearl. If you see there, it goes lighter and darker as well. Oh, and then moving on to your last oyster. That's just a piece from the shell. I'm just moving it out the way. So your last oyster, light pop there. Again, there's your mother of pearl. There's no pearls on that side. I can see that you are twinning 1 and 2 pearls right down the bottom there, and there's no more in that one. So twinning with TARDIS blue twins. Let's just dry these up for you. Okay, Claire. I'll go through all of these again for you. I'll need to know which colours you would like where. Of course, if you're not happy with any of these, we can swap them as well for colours of your choice. If you are happy with these, then that's obviously brilliant. So it's going to be completely up to you. So you've got a chocolate silver, a two-tonal autumn peach, a silver bells, and then that two-tonal chocolatey bronze. And then twinning TARDIS blues as well. If I start running them through the board for you, the chocolate bronze is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, not an 8, he's an 8.5. Silver bells is a runaway and he's not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, he's a 6.5. Two-tonal autumn peach is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, he's an 8. And the chocolate silver's not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, he's a 7.5. Blue number 1 is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, he's a 6.5. And blue number 2 is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, he's a 6.5 as well. Claire, what do you think? What would you like to do with these? Can you have the bronze on the November charm? Yes. The peach on the other charm. This one. And swap the dark chocolate and the silver and 1 blue for 3 purples. Is Cadbury purples okay? So the chocolate, the silver and 1 blue for... I'm going to grab the Cadbury purple. However, if Cadbury purple's not okay, let me know and I can have a look at other colours for you. So I've got silver purples, or I do have sort of darker, deeper purples as well. I don't have any lighter purples at the moment. Unless you can't count silver purple as a lighter purple, because I suppose sometimes they are. There we go. What do you think to those 3 there? And then is it those 3 on the jewellery? The pendant and earrings, perfect. So just confirm if you're happy with those there and I'll write this down. So we're going to have purple on there and there. And then of course, if you're happy with those purples, it will just be the blue if you're happy with that one as your loose pearl. They're perfect, brilliant. So with the blue then, are you happy with that with your loose pearl, or would you prefer to swap that for a colour, different colour of your choice as well? You are brilliant, Claire. Okay, let me bring you back up here. Claire, my lovely, thank you for the donations with your shells as well. And I hope that you'll be happy with everything once it arrives. And that's safe up there for you. There we go. Recovering from surgery. Oh, bless you, Rhiannon. Well, I hope your recovery is going well. Yeah, I hope it's going as well as it possibly can. I think it is Amy, but yeah, I can have a quick look. Yes, hoop fitting on the turtle. That's not a problem. Up next today is Debbie Breakwell. Debbie, are you here? Am I still on a free from diet? I'm on a, so I started adding things back in, Kat. I'm definitely gluten free, and I can't have garlic and onions either. But I can now have milk, which is a massive thing. I think milk was the hardest thing for me, but I'm definitely 100% gluten free now, and onions and garlic I can eat, but I have quite a bad reaction to. So basically, yeah, I don't eat them. I do like cherries, but you've just discovered a free from pretty much everything treat in Asda of cherry chocolate tiffin. Ooh. It does sound good. And Debbie, you're here as well. Hello, hello, hello. Debbie, you've got 3 openings altogether. Which 3 would you like to have? Egg pops or oysters, or a mix of each? No garlic, I know. And onions are my favourite ever. I'm one of those people who could eat onions like, not just like an apple, but onions raw, cooked. Onions are I love it. Like spring onions, every type of onion. Red onion is my favourite. And yeah, I can't have them anymore. Gutting. Absolutely gutted. Oh, bless you, Natalie. I'm fine, thank you, Caitlin. I hope you're well as well. 1 egg pop and the other oyster. So 1 egg pop, 2 oysters. Is that correct? I'm just going to have to go from the top. Oh no, I've got 1 top and 1 bottom there, just because it's so full. So 2 oysters, 1 egg pop. Would you like to keep or would you like to donate your shells, Debbie? And are there certain colours you're hoping for? So let's start with your egg pop. Let's go down. Debbie, good luck, my lovely. You have got 3 pals in your egg pop. So you've got a burgundy red, which is slightly two-tonal, so darker there and brighter there. Look at him, that is gorgeous. You've got a darker gunmetal grey and a watermelon. So a two-tonal burgundy red, gunmetal grey and watermelon from your egg pop. With your oysters, let me know if you'd like to keep or if you'd like to donate your shells, but I'll go straight into opening those as well. So oyster number 1. light pop there. And with this one, there's a little bit of flesh there, but there's no pearls on that side. Ooh. You are twinning. Twinning with your first oyster here with purple pearls. So visually it does look like that, ever so slightly different in colour there. One looks like it's slightly lighter, more silvery than the other, but beautiful purple twins there. And then oyster number 2. Light pop there. And there's your mother of pearl. And there's no more in that one. You have got a silver bells. So I think silver bells is becoming the colour of the night so far today, isn't it? So altogether, a 2-tonal red, a darker gunmetal grey and a watermelon, twinning purples and a silver bells. Debbie, if you're happy with these, then they are all yours. If you're not happy, I can swap them for colours of your choice, and I'll need to know which one you'd like on your jewellery. So it's going to be completely up to you. If I run them through the board, the watermelon is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, he's a 7. Gunmetal grey is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, he's an 8. The red is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, he's a 7.5. Silver bells is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, he's a 6.5. And then purple number 1 is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, he's a 6.5. And purple number 2 is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, he's a 6.5. So the purples are measuring the same size. However, visually they are ever so slightly different in their shading. What do you think? What would you like to do? The red on the jewellery, and could you invoice for lobster fitting on all of the others? Of course I can, and I'm glad you're happy with those. So if I write this down, we're going to have red on there, and you'd like to be invoiced for lobster fittings on the others. Okay, so the invoice for the lobster fittings, that will get sent across for you over the weekend, and it will go to the email address that's on the order form, Debbie. Okay, so if I pop this in here, thank you for the donations with your shells as well. And again, I hope that you'll be happy with everything once it arrives. And that's safe up there for you. You're very, very welcome. Up next today is Kimberly Barnett. Kimberly, are you here? Kim, hello, hello, hello. Kim, you have got 8 openings and a 4 pearl oyster. So if I get the 4-pearl oyster for you first, with your 8 openings, would you like to have oysters or egg pops or a mix of each? And as always, if it's a mix of each, I'll need to know how many of each you would like to have. So this is the 4-pearl oyster. So we'll start with that one. But yeah, with the other 8, oysters or egg pops. Natalie, bless you, thank you. All oysters, donate the shells. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Perfect. So if we're donating the shells, are there certain colours, Kim, that you're hoping for? Two, 3, 4, 5, 6. Sorry, it just takes me a moment to unparcel all of them. So just cut the top and squeeze it out. 7 and 8. Okay, so let's go down. Like I said, I'm going to start with the 4-pearl oyster and then we'll do the rest of them. The 4-pearl oysters, it's because they're cultured to have that many in, and I buy them in as sort of a 4-pearl oyster, if you like. So when that arrives, I know that that's that, and that goes in a certain bag. And then the mystery oysters have got a mix of, obviously, lots of different pearl amounts in there. So they come as a mixed, and then the 4 pearls are separate, if that makes sense. They are also scanned as well for them to know how many is in there. I hope that makes sense. So you're hoping for greens, blues and browns, Kim. Okay, good luck. So lighter pop. Oh, there, and you've got 2 runaways actually. There is a little bit of a pearl blister in there, but we can definitely see there's no pearls there. 3 and 4. So quadding with your 4-pearl oyster. You have got a sunset autumn peach. So base autumn peach with a pink, gorgeous pink section, which makes him a sunset pearl Kimberly. So autumn peach with a pink sunset. You've got a burgundy red, a silver bells, colour of the night so far, and a chocolate bronze, almost chocolate bronze silver tone to him. Moving on to your next oyster. Light pop there. And there's your mother of pearl. And there's no more in that one. In here we've got a darker gunmetal grey, I believe. Let's just have a closer look. Yes, so he's almost black, darker gunmetal grey there. Your next oyster. Light pop again. And there's your mother of pearl. There's no more in that one. You have got a Cadbury purple. Your next oyster. Again, quite a nice deep pop there. Now there is a little bit on that side, but we can see that there's no pearls there at all. And you have got a runaway, and you are twinning. Now that dark bit there I will just show you is just the oyster tail, so that's not another pearl there at all. So twinning with what looks to be silver bell twins. Visually they do look very, very similar in size and shade, like, and colour here. So silver bell twins there. And then we've still got 5 oysters to go. So moving on to your next one, Kimberly. Again, there's no pearls on that side. And you are twinning for a second time. Again, they do look like they are silver bell twins. Visually, I think one's slightly lighter than the other with this one. So one's got slightly more of a greenier tone to him as well. So if I pop these in the sand, I'm going to pop them below the first ones so you can see the difference. So you can see that lighter one has got almost like a greeny, lighter silver tone to him. So the second set are slightly different colours compared to each other. Moving on to your next oyster. There's your mother of pearl. So again, there's no pearls on that side. And I can see 1 and 2, you are twinning for a third time. And there's no more in that one. Now, TARDIS blue twins, they do look like they're different sizes. So this one is the visually larger, and he does have a couple of little inclusions there, so a couple of imperfections. So again, if you're not happy with these at the end, you can just let me know and I can swap them for you. This one's the visually smaller of the two. Again, very similar in colour, and he does again have a couple of little imperfections on him. So if you're not happy at the end, we can swap them. But you can see this one visually looks larger. This one visually looks slightly smaller. But gorgeous, deep, dark TARDIS blue shades there. So 3 oysters to go. Light pop there. There's your mother of pearl. There's no more in that one. You have triples. So 3 pearls in that one. Now, I'm going to pop them over this side here. So you've got a golden snitch gold, a gorgeously bright coral, and a silver bells. So golden snitch gold, a coral, and a silver bells. Moving on to your next oyster here, Kimberly. Lighter pop there. I will, of course, go through all of the colours again at the end for you, so you don't need to remember them all, bless you. And in here, there's your mother of pearl. Oh, 1, 2, 3... and there's no more in that one. So you have triples for a second time. So this time you've got another gold. Oh, let's get this focus for you. So another gold, slightly lighter than the first gold there. A darker gunmetal grey. And another silver bells. Definitely the colour of the night, silver bells. And then moving on to your last oyster then. Light pop there. There's your mother of pearl. There's no more in that one. That dark bit there is just part of the oyster itself. And you have got a brighter burgundy red. Oh, let's get it focused again for you. Okay, so here is your red. Right, what do you think to all of these, Kimberly? If you're happy with all of these colours, then that's perfect, and I'll need to know which ones you'd like on your jewellery. If you're not happy, I can swap them for colours of your choice. Okay, so you've got the Autumn Peach Sunset, Burgundy Red, Silver Bells, and that Chocolate Silver. Gunmetal Grey and a Cadbury Purple, Silver Bells Coral, Golden Snitch Gold, Silver Bells Gunmetal Grey and a slightly lighter gold, and then a bright red. With your twins, you've got a set of Silver Bell twins, another set of Silver Bell twins, one slightly lighter than the other, and then TARDIS Blue twins at the bottom as well. Now I'm going to start measuring these through for you, and then just let me know whenever you know, and if you'd like to swap, I'll do sort of stop and do swaps as we go. Sorry, I had something on the dish then. There we go. So if I start measuring them, the chocolate silver at the top is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, here's a 7. The silver bells is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, here's a 6.5. Burgundy red is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, here's a 7. And the autumn peach sunset is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not here's a 6.5. If I measure the twins next, so the first set of silver twins is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, here's a 6.5. His twin is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, here's a 6.5. So those are measuring the same size there. Twin set 2, the darker of the two, is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, here's a 6.5. And the lighter of the two is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, here's a 6.5. So again, measuring the same size. The second set though are slightly different with the shades. With the blue, visually smaller blue is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, he's an 8. And his twin is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, not an 8. He's an 8.5. So the blues are measuring different sizes. Kim, you're happy with all of them. Brilliant. Which colours would you like on the jewellery and the fittings, Kim? If we measure the other side now, so Cadbury Purple's not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, he's a 6.5. And the Gunmetal Grey's not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, he's a 7. Golden Snitch Gold is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, he's a 7.5. The Coral is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, he's a 6.5. And your Silver Bells is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, he's a 6.5. Pastel Coral's not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, he's a 7. Gunmetal Grey's not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, he's a 7. And the last of the Silver Bells is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, he's a 6.5. Your Burgundy Red at the bottom's not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, he is a 7. You'd like to have the chocolate on the jewellery. So I need to know which 2 you'd like on the jewellery and then which 6 you'd like on your fittings. So which 2 on the jewellery and then which 6 on the fittings. Okay, so the peach, gold, coral, blue, purple. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and the red on the fittings. Perfect. So which two on the jewellery? I know you said the chocolate silver, so I'd need another one on there as well. The dark greys. So these two, those two on the jewellery. Is that okay? Yes. Brilliant. So then the rest of these pearls here then are your loose pearls. Can you just confirm, are you happy with all of those? Yes. Okie dokie. So if I bring you back up here and pop these in here for you. Kim, thank you ever so much for the donations with your shells. And I hope that you'll be happy with everything once it arrives, my lovely. That's on there, and then that's safe up there for you. Perfect. You're very, very welcome. Up next today is Pauline Bell. Pauline, are you here? Yeah, I just don't, just to me, they're more corally colours than an orange colour. I know that it is the closest colour to orange that we do, and sometimes there is a very obvious orange colour that comes out, but to me, they are more coral coloured. What pearl colours in my earrings? Silver, so dove grey. Currently looking for Pauline Bell. Pauline, are you here? Excuse me. Pauline, if you're here, please type I'm invisible or bring your comment forward so I can see you. And if anyone else can see Pauline, please comment on her comment because that will bring it forward so I can see as well. Have I ever had a two-tonal blue and green? We have actually in the past, yes, had a icy blue with like a splash of green on him. I think it came out of a 25 pearl oyster. May have been last year, but I think that was literally just the once. Last call for Pauline Bell. If not, we will move on. Are you getting more dog charms in stock? Which ones, Anna? Like the balloon dog, or do you mean different types of dog. How big are the crystal charms? Depends on which one, Joanne. So for example, the traditional crystal heart charms, I believe, are 10 mil. The rectangles from memory are either 12 or 14 mil long. But it should say on the website how big they are. Right, I haven't seen Pauline, so we're going to move on. If she comes on, we can add her in, but it will be to the end of the order list. Up next today is Nicola Dunn. Nicola, are you here? Oh, bless you. Well, the balloon dog is on its way back in, yes. Paw print cage pendant. I don't have it on order at the moment, actually. I've got a lot of new cage pendants I'm trying to get on the website at the moment. But yeah, the paw print is not one of the ones in stock at the moment. So Nicola Dunn, are you here? I definitely saw Nicola earlier, so hopefully she's still here. Nicola, hello. You've just ordered something else. Okay, nothing's come through just yet. Was it literally just now? Oh, hang on, something's just come through, and yeah, it's your name, but it's not going to let me open it for a moment now while it loads. Sorry, Nicola. Well, hello. So you do have, oh, there we go. Yep, we can add that on now. So you do have the Risk It for Love game first. So if we do that first, and then we'll do all of your openings together at the end. So I believe you wanted to have the 5 tokens, is that right? Yes. Okie dokie. So let's go down. And good luck, Nicola. So let's just get this so I can't see anything. Brilliant. So 1. Oh, sorry, that's not on screen. 2. 3. 4. You've got a matching colour there. And 5, now that is a different colour. I think you guys can see that on the screen. If I need to hold it up every time, I will do, but this one's got like a orange and pink. This one is just orange. Okay, so 5 tokens, and you have got a matching of 2 colours. Now that means, Nicholas, straight away, you can either choose to have a charm of your choice off the website. So you can choose to stop the game there and pick a charm of your choice off the website. Or you can choose to pull a further 1 token out of the bag. If you pull 1 more out of the bag and you match with a colour here, the game will continue. If you choose to pull a token out of the bag and you don't get a match, then the game ends there and you have 2 oyster openings. Okay, so it's up to you. What would you like to do? Would you like to stop here and have 2 oyster openings? Or would you like to risk it and have another token out of the bag to see if you get a match? What would you like to do? So a charm off the website or a further 1 token. I'm just going to refresh here to make sure I'm not missing any comments. Oh, did it go to buffering for a moment? Okay, so hopefully, Nicola, did you see that, or would you like me to go through it again? Buffering and no sound again. Oh, Facebook. Okay, so let me just go through it again, just in case, Nicola, you didn't see. So you did get a match of 2 here. So 2 matching colours means you can either stop here and choose a charm of your choice off the website, or you can continue to pull a further 1 token out of the bag and see if you get a further match. Can you stop here? Of course you can. And you'd like to have the seahorse charm. Okay, let me bring you back up. Would you like to have a lobster or a hoop fitting with that one? Which seahorse charm is the question? Bear with me. The yellow-bellied seahorse. With a lobster fitting. Okie dokie. There we go, that is all booked in for you. So that means you have got then 1, 2, 3, 4 openings altogether, Nicola. Which 4 would you like? Oysters or egg pops or a mix of each? So 4 oysters. Donate your shells. Are there certain colours you're... Oh, that's literally 4 there. 1, 2, 3, 4. Excuse me. Are there certain colours that you're hoping for? So 1, 2, 3, and 4. And let's go down. So good luck, Nicola. Oyster number 1. Light pop there. Ooh. Okay, so there's a little bit of flesh on that side, but again, there's definitely no pearls there at all. And there's no more in that one. So your first colour out is a autumn peach. Not sure on the colours yet, but possibly hoping for TARDIS blues for the earrings. Okay, so we'll see what comes out and then we'll go from there. So you've got a slightly two-tonal, oh, that's just a piece of dirt there we go. So a slightly two-tonal autumn peach with lighter and darker areas to him. Quite a nice sized peach as well. Moving on to oyster number 2. Now that is a slight clapper, so it means I don't need to, oh, just seaweed all over me. I don't need to pop him. I just need to, although he does still have some, there we go, flesh on the top. And there is also a little pearl blister up there as well. So again, there's no pearls on that side. Oh, and that's come away beautifully now. And there's no more in that one. You are twinning. And I actually think that these are forest green twins. Oh, this camera just doesn't want to focus today. So forest, there we go, sorry, forest green number 1. Now this one does have an imperfection, there it is. Just, hang on. There has an imperfection, but you can see that gorgeous green. And then his twin, it looks like he's visually slightly larger, but only just slightly, and again that gorgeous dark forest green shade to him. Okay, moving on to your next oyster. Lighter, sharper pop there. Oh, and you've got a runaway. There's your mother of pearl. You have triples. You've got 3 pearls in that oyster. You've got a blurple, which as you know will be a mix between a blue and purple. In some lights he's going to be more blue, in some lights he's going to be more purple. You've got a TARDIS blue. And you've got a yellow, so two-tonal lighter and brighter yellow. So, oh, is that a little imperfection on the blue there? Oh no, I think it was just the reflection. Yep, so gorgeous 3 pearls there. And then moving on to your last oyster, Nicola. Light pop there. There's your mother of pearl. So again, there's no pearls on that side. And I can see 1 and 2. You are twinning with gold pearls. Now, let's just clean these up here. They're more of a pastel-y gold. Sorry, they've just got some silt on them, so I'm just cleaning that off. There we go, I think I've got it. So more of a pastel-y gold, and visually I think they're ever so slightly different in size, but I don't know if they will measure different in size because it's honestly, as you can see, not a massive difference. So lighter and darker two-tonal gold, and then the same with his twin there as well. So this one looks visually larger than his twin. What do you think to all of these? So you've got Autumn Peach, twinning Forest Greens, a Blurple, a TARDIS Blue and a Yellow, and then twinning all golds as well. If you're happy with these, Nicola, I'll need to know which ones you'd like where. And if you're not happy, I can swap them for colours of your choice. Forest Green number 1 is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, he's a 7.5. Forest Green number 2 is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, he's a 7. So they are measuring different sizes there. Autumn Peach is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, not an 8, he's an 8.5. Two-tonal Yellow is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, he's an 8. TARDIS Blue is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, he's an 8. And the Blurple is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, he's an 8. The Gold is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, he's a 7. And his twin is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, he's a 7. So they're actually measuring the same size there, even though they do visually look like they're slightly different. Can you turn it down, please? By 2. Or 3. Thank you. Do I have a matching blue or 2 dark TARDIS blues? I can have a look. Possibly have to go for 2 darker blues. I don't know, think I've got one. It is a TARDIS blue, but it's just a touch lighter than what I may have. Have a look at those 2 there. If you're happy with those, I'll need to know which 2 you'd like to swap out, Nicola. You'd like to swap the 2 golds. Okay, so the blues on the earrings, is that correct? And then if so, I'll need to know which colour you'd like to go on your charm. So which colour on your charm, and then of course if you're happy with the other colours or not. You can, even with the loose pearls, you can still swap them if you would like to for colours of your choice. Larger forest green on the charm. Okay, so then with the loose pearls there, what do you think to those? Donate the other forest green to Kathy Rax. Oh, bless you. Of course. Let me write that down for you. So it's to Kathy Rax from Nicola Dunn. Okay, perfect. So Kathy, I believe I've got an open order from yourself. I think. If I haven't, Kathy, email me, but if I have, then it's fine. You don't need to do anything because I'll automatically add that in there. Okay. And then these 3 here. I think I just said these 3. I did mean 4. I'm sorry. With these 4, what do you think? Lobster clip on the Blurple and the TARDIS blue. Okay. And then just confirm, are you happy then with the yellow and the autumn peach as your loose pearls? So invoice for lobster fittings on the Tardis blue and the Blurple. So autumn peach and yellow. Happy with the rest? Okie dokie, let's pop these in here for you. And Nicola, thank you for the donation with your shells. This was on here for you. So the invoice, that will get sent across over the weekend. It will go to the email address that's on the order form. That's safe up there for you, and I do hope that you'll be happy with everything once it arrives, my lovely. Oh, bless you. You're very, very welcome, and I hope you're happy with everything in your delivery tomorrow. Up next today is Karen Woolner. Karen, are you here? No shell. Well, some of it can go in normal bins and stuff. I sort of have to, because all the shells are here, and obviously I clean those up to go to my mum, so that goes in a different part. But then the, like the kitchen towel and the bits up there can go. So yeah. Karen, hello, hello, hello. Karen, you have got a Risk It for Love game. You've chosen to start with 5 tokens. So, oh, sorry, my glove got caught then. Let's go down. And Karen, good luck. So I'm just going to give these a quick mix for you. So first one, you've got a light purple. 1. 2 is a white one. Number 3 is a brighter green. Number 4 is a darker purple, so those 2 are different shades there. And then your last one, oh no, I dropped one. Last one, oh no, is a dark green. I mean, this colour combination here, for me, is stunning. However, you do not have a matching colour here. So your choice here, Karen, is you can either choose to stop here because you've got no matching colours and you'll have 2 oyster openings, or you can choose to pull a further 1 token out of the bag. If you choose 1 more token and you get a match, the game continues. If you choose to have 1 more and you don't get a match, then you have 2 oyster openings anyway. So there is nothing to lose, but I still give you that choice anyway. What do you think? 1 more. Okay, so let's just mix these up. And you have got a red. Okay, so that does mean that you do not have a matching pair there, Karen. So your prize is 2 openings. They could be oysters, but you can also have egg pops if you would like to. So with your 2 openings, would you like to have oysters or egg pops, or 1 of each? Always, oh bless you, always your luck, bless you. Two oysters, donate your shells. Okay, are there certain colours that you'd be hoping for, Karen? So 1 and 2. Let's go down. Oyster number 1, good luck. Lighter pop there. Oh, and a backwards runaway. But there's your mother of pearls. There's no pearls on that side. We've got 1, 2 and 3. And there's no more in that one. So with your first oyster, you have triples. So 3 pearls in your first oyster. Oh, and I've just seen you're hoping for probably icy blues for your renewal bouquet. Oh, I love that. Well, at the end, you can definitely swap the colours if you're not happy with these. So your first one is a darker gunmetal grey. You've then got a brighter candy floss pink and then a brighter coral as well. So gunmetal grey, pink and coral. Moving on to oyster number 2. Again, slight double pop there. There's your mother of pearl. So again, there's no pearls on that side. Oh, 1 and 2. You are twinning. Twinning with chocolate bronze twins. So 2 oysters. You've got 5 pearls, my lovely. Let me hold all of these up so you can have a closer look. Now, if you're happy with these pearls, Karen, they are yours. If you're not happy, I can swap them for colours of your choice. Okay, so gunmetal grey, candy floss pink, coral and twinning chocolate bronze. If I run them through the board, your coral is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, he's a 6.5. Candy floss pink is not a 5, not a 5.5, he's a 6. The gunmetal grey is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, he's a 6.5. And then chocolate bronze twin number 1 is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, he's an 8. And chocolate bronze number 2 is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, not an 8, he is an 8.5. Can you have icy blues, like a tealish type colour? So would you like to swap all 5 of them for icy blues? Or is it just the like 1 or 2? I'm happy to do all 5. I just want to confirm. Yes, of course. So I've just got the brightest ones here, which are the, I would say, are the closest to like a teal. Oh, that I could do. So just have a look at these 5 and let me know if you're happy with those. Would you prefer them more equal in size, or are you more you don't mind about the size but just more for the colour? So I can definitely have a look for more equal in size if that would be better for you. Perfect with those ones. Okie dokie. Just take these pearls away, pop them in the swap pot, and then I'll bring you back up and all of these are yours. So Karen, I hope your bouquet is going to look amazing, and of course when you do have your renewals, I hope that goes lovely as well. Thank you for the donations with your shells, and as always, Karen, need staples. I hope you'll be happy with everything once it arrives as well. There we go, and that's safe up there for you. I don't know, Nicola. I don't know. They did go quite quickly, so I don't know if they are on the website or not at the moment. Up next then today is Jane Davies. Jane, are you here? Renewal is the 8th of June. We're renewing after having 8 years and you having fast acting cancer. Oh, bless you, Karen. Well, 8th of June, and you're going to have, I'm sure it'll be a beautiful ceremony. And yeah, I'd love to see a photo. Obviously, you don't have to share. Please don't feel like you have to share at all. But yeah, I hope you have a great day. And Jane, hello, hello, hello. Jane, you have got a Risk It for Love game. You've chosen to start with 5 tokens, so let's go down. So I'm just going to give these a mix and then we'll start. So good luck, Jane. Number 1 is the orangey pink. Number 2 is the dark green. Oh, I've got one, but I'm just shaking off the others. Number 3 is a, that's the light blue. 4 is the white. Oh yeah, I was worried that we might not be able to see, but we can definitely see the difference there. And number 5, so we need a matching colour here. And it is the dark glittery purple. Okay, so we don't have a match there, Jane. Your choice is, you can either choose to stop there and have 2 oyster openings, or we can pull 1 more to try and get your match. If you pull 1 more and you don't get a match, you get 2 oyster openings anyway, so there is nothing to lose, but it is up to you. Or, so would you like to stop there, or would you like to try for 1 more token? Another 1. Okay, let's just give them a mix. And then you have got, oh, a light blue, which means you have got a matching pair of 2. Whoop, whoop. Okay, so that means with 2 matching colours, your choice is either a charm off the website, so any charm, completely your choice. So you stop the game here and you pick what charm you'd like with your opening. Or you can choose to pull a further 1 token out of the bag. Now, if you pull another token and you get another matching colour, the game continues. If you pull 1 more token and you don't get a matching colour, then your prize is 2 oyster openings and the game stops there. What would you like to do? Choose to stop here and have a charm of your choice, or pull 1 more token out the bag. What would you like to do? You'd like to stop there and pick your charm. Okie dokie. So if I bring you back up again, you'd like to have the starfish charm. Let me just book that in for you. Now that one I believe has got 1 opening altogether. Oh, I'll also need to know if you'd like to have a hoop or a lobster fitting, please. So starfish charm. Hoop or lobster fitting. There's lots of sea themed charms today. I love it. There we go. So, and it comes with 1 opening. So I'll need to know if you'd like to have an oyster or an egg pop. So hoop or lobster fitting, oyster or egg pop. I might put that option on the website actually, as in what fitting you guys would like, hoop or lobster, because then you can sort of pre-pick. I mean, you could go past the charm and then it wouldn't matter, but at least then I'd already have that information down, possibly. It did, Kelly. I did think that, but we are early on in the game, aren't we? But yeah, buzz, buzz, buzz. There was there was a lot of risk takers. Like, I'd literally be like on the edge of the seat. Lobster fitting and oyster and donate. Perfect. Is there a certain colour or colours that you're hoping for, Jane? So let's get this open and let's go down. So your oyster. You've got a light pop there. We're going to have a runaway. I saw it. Oh, no, maybe it has stayed there. I just saw a flash of colour as I opened him up. So there's your mother of pearl. If I show you what I saw, right down the bottom there is a lighter, sort of in between a Cadbury and a grape purple. There's no more in that one. So you was hoping for a green or a blue. We've got, like I said, a mix between a Cadbury and a grape purple. What do you think to this one? Now, of course, if you'd like to swap this one, we can definitely do so. I'll just need to know which colour you'd like to swap it for. Or if you're happy with this one, then we can pop this one on your jewellery. It's completely up to you, Jane. Your purple is not a 5, not a 5.5. Oh, he is a 6. So he's slightly smaller, being a 6. He didn't look that, he looked like a 6.5 to me. But what do you think? Is there room for you to have your opening tonight, Sharon? The order list is still open. There is still room available for orders. However, if it's the Risk It for Love game, you do have to book in for certain nights with that. And I think that that is fully booked for tonight now with that one. So it will be whatever date, if it is that, it will be whatever date that was chosen there. I hope that makes sense. You love it, Jane. Okay, so just confirm, are you happy to have this one on the jewellery instead? Or actually, with your charm, you don't have to have a pearl on there if you don't want to. You could keep this pearl loose if that would suit you better. Yes, happy with that one on there. Brilliant. Let's bring you back up and pop this on in here. Jane, thank you as well for the donations with your shells. And that's on there. So I hope you'll be happy with everything once it arrives, my lovely. And that's safe up there for you. Okay. Up next then today is Lindsay Critchlow. Lindsay, are you here? Lindsay, hello. Lindsay, you have got the Risk It for Love game, so let's go down. And you have chosen to start with 5 tokens. So good luck for you, my lovely. Let's just give these a little mix to start with. And then number 1 is a dark purple. Number 2 is a dark green. Number 3 is a dark green. You've got a match already. Now we're going to continue, but we've already got a match, which is perfect. So number 4 is a white. And number 5 is a light purple. Okay, so you do have a match of 2 already, Lindsay. Now this means that you can either choose to stop the game here and have any charm off the website, completely your choice. So stop the game and have a charm. Or you can continue to pull a further 1 token out of the bag. If you pull 1 more token and you get a match here, the game continues. If you pull 1 more token and you don't get a match, then the game stops there and your prize would be 2 oyster openings. Okay, so it's completely up to you. Choose another charm or risk it for another token. You'd like to have another token. Okay, so fingers crossed, Lindsay, for a match here. And you've got a dark purple. I love that. So on this round, so just for those of you who may not have read the rules if you're new to the game, you got this match, this double of match on the first round. So the new round, you're looking for a new match, if that makes sense. So you now do have another match of 2. So on this round, you've got the same choice. You can either choose to stop here and claim your prize, which is any charm off the website, or you can choose to pull a further 1 token out of the bag. Now, with this 1 token, again, if you get a match, then the game continues. If you don't get a match, the game would stop there and your prize would be 2 oyster openings. Okay, another token. Okay, let's give him a mix. And Lindsay, good luck. It's an orange. It is a new colour, my lovely, which means the game stops there and your prize is 2 oyster openings. Now you have been the first person to continue risking it, which I love, but the game does stop there. You do have 2 oyster openings. I hope you're okay with that, my lovely. Let's pop these in here for you. Now your openings, they can be oysters or egg pops. Which 2 would you like? Or of course 1 of each if you would prefer. Which 2 would you like? Now, just to let those of you know, again, I will just quite quickly say, Lindsay, so with 2 matching colours, you know what the prizes are. Either a charm or 1 token. If you had 3 matching colours, the choice would be a charm or to pull a further 2 tokens. Okay, so that's where it gets really interesting. Then 4 matching colours is any pendant of your choice or a further 3 tokens. So the stakes do get higher and you do get offered more. It just depends if you get that, how many matching colours you get. So it does change as we go. We just haven't seen that yet with a game, but yeah, it does the stakes get higher. Can you have oysters? Donate your shells. Of course you can. So, oh, oyster nearly went in the egg pot bag then. So 2 oysters, donating your shells. Lindsay, are there certain colours that you're hoping for? So 1 and 2. Let's go down. Good luck, Lindsay. Oh, I can hear this one. Can you? Where's the mic? Can you hear that? Lights pop there. Oh, and that opened up beautifully as well. And you've got a pearl blister in there. So there's definitely no pearls on that side though. And in here, Lindsay, straight away, you are twinning with larger, brighter watermelon twins. No, I apologise, they're not watermelons. They're autumn peach twins. I don't know why I said watermelon then, I'm sorry. But brighter, larger autumn peach twins. So peach number 1. And then peach number 2 I can see has an imperfection on him. Just there. So it is only slightly. I don't know if you can see it. Just depends on how the light catches it. So just a slight imperfection. But gorgeous, bright autumn peach twins. Oyster number 2. Lights pop there. There's your mother of pearl. Oh, and we've got a brighter pink. And there's no more in that one. Okay, so here is the brighter pink. Oh, again, slight imperfection on him there. Now, Lindsay, what do you think to these? If you're happy with these, then they are yours. If you're not happy, I can, of course, swap them for colours of your choice. Okay, so twinning autumn peaches and a brighter pink. Autumn peach number 1 is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, not an 8. He's an 8.5. You love them, perfect. So just confirm, are you happy to keep all 3 of these? Autumn peach number 2 is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, not an 8. He's an 8.5, so they're measuring the same size there. Bright pink is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5. He is an 8. And you're happy with those? Brilliant. Let me pop them all in here for you. Lindsay, thank you as well for the donations with your shells. And I hope that you'll be happy with everything, my lovely, once it arrives. And that's safe up there for you. Oh, hang on, Gemma, let me read that again. So with the game, having that first risk doesn't actually gain any reward. So the first risk is if you lose, then no, it's the same prize. But it does give you an extra chance to get a colour match. It's the same as the initial colour match. So the initial colour match gives you a choice. It boosts you up from having 2 oyster openings. So if you don't have any colour matches, you get 2 oyster openings. If you get the first colour match, it gives you the option of a charm or to get another token. Would you get the 2 oyster openings if you did get 2 pairs like Lindsay did before the orange? So before the orange, so on that round, she just pulled out a purple. So I think the best way to do it is to, now these aren't her exact colours because I can't remember what she had, but say for example we had that. So the first round she had that and she chose to go risk it again. She risked it again and she got another match. So on this round, this match is void because that happened on the first round. So the second round, she got another match. So again, she gets to choose whether to stop here and claim a charm or to pull another token. If you pull another token and you get another match, the game would continue to the third round. But she pulled another token and it was a different colour, which means there's no match on this round, so her prize is 2 oyster openings. If she stopped here, she would have got 1 charm off the website because on this round there's 1 match. Does that make sense? No. It is a slightly, until you've seen the game work in Gemma, by just reading the instructions, it can get confusing. I 100% agree. So until you see it working, I completely understand all the questions. So I'm very happy to explain. There is also a video, it's called Buzz Buzz Buzz, but there's a video playing Buzz Buzz Buzz, which explains how to play as well. But it's exactly the same game, apart from the tokens are different. So these have love heart tokens. The Buzz 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 had the hexagon tokens. Okay, so it's the same game. So if anybody does want sort of an in-depth how-to, go and have a look on the page. Go to the Buzz 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 video, and it explains it all there as well. But I'm happy to answer any questions if I can. If she got another green, would it go up to the next level? Yes. So if she got another green, she'd have 3 matching colours. So then it goes up to the next section, the next prize, if you like. Sunday, finishing the live slightly earlier. Yes, this Sunday the 11th. Up next today is Stuart Clark. Stuart, are you here? When will the 25 pearl oysters be back in stock? Ask me on Sunday, Vicky, and I'll have a better answer for you. I won't know. In fact, I'll even write a note so I can double check. But ask me Sunday. I know that's vague, but yeah, I should have an answer then for you. Yes, of course, Heather, I will do so. That's not a problem. So currently looking for Stuart Clark. Stuart, if you're here, please type I'm invisible or bring your comment forward so I can see you. And if anyone else can see Stuart, please comment on his comments because that will bring it forward so I can see as well. Okay, so last call for Stuart. If not, we'll move on. And then if they do come on again, we can add them back in, but it would be to the end of the order list. Okay, up next is Emma Favel. Emma, are you here? Emma Favel. Emma, hello, hello, hello. Just marking that you're here as well, Emma. So you have got a Risk It for Love game, and you've chosen to start with 5 tokens as well. So let's go down, and Emma, good luck. So let's give these a mix to start with. And your first one is a dark glittery purple. You've then got the 2-tonal orangey pink, so that's token number 2. Token number 3 is an orangey pink. You have got a matching pair already, Emma. So that's only 3, so we've still got another 2 to pull. So your next one is a light green, and then your 5th token is a red. Okay, so 4 different colours here. You do have a match of 2 on this round. So Emma, your choice is you can choose to stop here and claim your prize, which is any charm off the website, or you can continue to pull a further 1 token out of the bag. If you pull a token and it matches with one of these colours, the game continues. If you pull a token and it's a new colour, the game would stop there and your prize would be a choice of 2 oyster openings. Or a choice of 2 openings. It could be oysters or egg pops. What would you like to do, Emma? Stop here and claim your prize, or continue? Can you stick? I have the Love You charm on a hoop fitting. You can indeed. Let me just double check that. Okay. As I always say, if you guys can see it on the website, then it's in stock. But I do just like to double check before I love you charm. Now, is it? Can I just pop it in the comments? Just because I've got love you charm, and then I've got a love you heart charm. So can you just confirm? Is it that one there? So hoop fitting, that's perfect. But just confirm if it's that one. They're both in stock, it's just so I'm booking the correct one for you. The love you charm, no heart. Okay, so yeah, that one there that I posted. So it's not the I love you heart charm. Okay, so Emma, that means you've got one opening altogether. Would you like to have an oyster or a egg pop? What do you think, oyster or egg pop? The one I posted, brilliant. Oyster, donate the shells, okie dokie. Is there a certain colour that you're hoping for, Emma? So with your charm, you can choose to have your pearl on or off the jewellery. Okay, so, oh, let's just move this back forward there. With your oyster then, good luck. Light pop there. There's a little bit on that side, but you can see there's no pearls there at all. And in here. There's no more in that one. Okay, so you have got a darker chocolatey silver pearl, so base chocolate with a silver overtone. What do you think to this one, Emma? If you're happy with this one, then he is yours. And if you're not happy, I can swap him for a colour of your choice. He's not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5. He is a 7. Love him, keep him, and on the charm, brilliant. So let's just write that down. We're going to have the chocolate on there. Emma, thank you for the donations with your shells as well, my lovely. And I hope that you'll be happy with everything once it arrives. And that's safe up there for you. You're very, very welcome. So the donated shells, so I clean them up, they get sanitised, and then they go to my mum's nursery. She uses them in different activities with the children, so crafting, learning about the world, textures, learning through play, that kind of thing. So yeah, they go to they get given to a good reuse section, reuse home, I don't know what the word is. Right, up next then today is Karen Pickett. Karen, are you here? Karen Pickett, are you here? Yes, of course, Vicky. Let me update these ones and then I will do that for you. Karen, hello. Karen, you have got a Risk It for Love game and you've chosen to start with 5 tokens as well. So, Karen, good luck. Let's give these a mix. And your first one is an orange one. So, number 1 is orange. Number 2 is an orange pink. So that is the different colour. Again, I hope you can see. Oh yeah, we can see it definitely there. So number 3 is an orange, which means you've got a matching pair already. We will continue getting the 5 out. So number 4 is a brighter green. And number 5 is an orange, orange pink I should say. Okay, so you have got a match of 2 colours. So even though in this round we did match with this one and this one, the total is you've got a match of 2 or a match of 2. Okay, so your choice here, Karen, is you can choose to stop here and claim your prize, which is the charm off the website, completely your choice. Or you can choose to pull a further 1 token out of the bag. Now, you've got 3 different colours here. So if you pulled a token out of the bag, would need to match one of these colours for the game to continue. If you pulled a new colour, then your prize would be 2 oyster openings. So, would you like to stop here and claim your prize, or pull a further 1 token from the bag? What would you like to do? I'm just going to refresh my comments there because I don't think I can see. Okay, that's fine. What would you like to do? Stop there. Perfect. So stop there and you'd like to have the butterfly charm with a hoop fitting. Okay, let me bring you back up and then I'll just book that in for you before we do your opening. So butterfly charm. Butterfly charm. With a hoop fitting. Perfect. So you have got 1 opening then with your charm. Would you like to have an oyster or a egg pop? Now with that charm as well, you can choose to have your pearl on or off the jewellery. So again, that's just going to be completely up to you on what you'd like to do. Can you have an egg pop? Of course you can. Is there a certain colour that you're hoping for, Karen? So diving in for your egg pop. Oh, 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 and you've got that one there. So let's go down and good luck, my lovely. You have got 2 pearls in your egg pop. You've got a silver chocolate, so base chocolate with that silver overtone, and then you've got a gorgeous brighter lemon yellow, which is slightly two-tonal. What do you think to these? Now, as I said before, with that charm that you've chosen, you can choose to have your pearl on or off the jewellery. If on, I'll need to know which pearl you'd like to have. And of course, if you're happy with these colours, they are yours. If you're not happy, I can swap them for colours of your choice. If I run them through the board, the yellow is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, he's an 8. And the silver chocolate is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, he is a 7. Do we have any two-tonal icy blue? Yes, I believe so. And can you have one of the golds that was swapped out earlier? So you'd like to swap both of these. So 1 gold and a two-tonal icy blue. So they're not massively two-tonal now, just because of the, I am running out. So they are more of the not as bold, different two-tonalness, if that makes sense. But we've got lighter and brighter areas here. So this is one of the more obvious two-tonal ones. Would you be happy with that one and then that gold? If so, I'll need to know if you'd like to have one on the jewellery or not as well. So if you're happy with those, which, if you're happy with those, would you like one on the jewellery? the blue on the charm, please, and can you invoice you for a hoop fitting on the gold? Of course I can. Let me bring you back up here. Oh. Okay, so blue on the charm, and then you'd like to be invoiced for a hoop fitting on the gold as well. The invoice for the hoop fitting, that will get sent across for you over the weekend. It will go to the email address that's on the order form, Karen. I hope you're happy with that, and we'll be happy with everything once it arrives as well. And I've just popped that up there for you. Perfect. And up next today is Heather Dix. Heather, are you here? And I've just popped the order list in the comments as well. So if you have ordered, you can see whereabouts you are. So Heather Dix, are you here? Karen, you're very, very welcome. Oh, bless you. Jill, thank you for the stars there. That's very kind of you. Heather, hello. Let's mark you here. I've just popped both the orders together, Heather, so that's absolutely fine. If we start with, it's fine, I knew what you meant. If we start with your game, your Risk It for Love game, and you've chosen to start with 5 tokens as well. So if we give these a mix, and your first token is a orangey pink. Now this colour is coming out most, I think. There is an even amount of colours in the bag, apart from that special black one. There is only one of those. So a 2-tonal orangey pink. You have then got a light blue. So that's token number 2. Token number 3 is... No way, I literally just said about it. Token number 3, and you have got the top prize. So this one here is a black sparkly heart with a white middle. So it is completely flat. It's a completely the same size. I'm just showing you that, so there's no way I'd know what I'm pulling out. With any of them, there's no way. But you have got the top prize there, which is, of course... you get to choose one item off the website, not including the jewellery sets, but any one item off the website, which with no limit on the value of that item. Okay, so that is the 3rd one. Number 4 is a light purple, and number 5 is another light purple. Heather, I hope you're happy with that. So I'm assuming you'd like to stop on that round because you have got the top prize there. But just confirm for me. I mean, we can carry on if you want to. If we carry on though, obviously this one would be void because we'd go to the next round. So it's completely up to you. Now you could also void this and try and claim the charm as well if you'd like to instead, because obviously we can only claim on one each round, but this is the top prize, so I would just assume that that you'd like that one. Oh, of course you can. So you'd like to have the Winter Sun pendant. What chain length and style would you like? So if you get a pendant on this game, it does come with the chain as well. I don't know if that's in the rules or not, but it does definitely come with the chain. So Winter Sun pendant, love that. So which chain length and style would you like? If you prefer to email me that choice across, then that's absolutely fine as well. It's completely up to you. So Winter Sun pendant. So with that one, the pearl definitely needs to go on to the jewellery. 20-inch curb. Perfect. So that one comes with one opening, and then you've got a further 2 openings as well. So 3 altogether. Which 3 would you like? Oysters or egg pops, or a mix of each? If it's a mix of each, as always, I'll need to know how many of each you would like to have. What do you think? 1 oyster, 2 egg pops, of course. 1 oyster, 2 egg pops. Would you like to keep, or would you like to donate your shells? And are there certain colours that you're hoping for? So we're going to start with the egg pops, and then we'll open up the oyster afterwards. Okay, so with your first egg pop, your first one has given you 2 pearls. I love this colour combination together. You've got a darker chocolate bronze and a slightly brighter 2-tonal autumn peach. So you can definitely see the lighter and darker areas there with the autumn peach. So 2 pearls from your first egg pop. Moving on to egg pop number 2. Two pearls in that one as well, and you've got another autumn peach, which again is slightly 2-tonal there, and a beautiful brighter burgundy red. So 2 peaches, then 1 darker chocolate bronze and a burgundy red. If we then move through to your oyster opening, light pop there. There's your mother of pearl. Oh, 1 and 2. There's no more in there. This bit here that fell off is just part of the shell. Okay, so that's not a pearl there. So you are twinning from your oyster. So you've got 2, 2 and 2 from the egg pops and oysters here. Okay, so the pinks here, they do look like they are the same shade. However, they may measure ever so slightly different sizes. But I will hold them up for a second. I will measure them in a second. Let me hold them up for you first. Now, for your pendant, we definitely need 1 pearl on there. Okay, and then it's just what you think of the colours. So if you're happy with these, then they are yours. I'll need to know which one on the jewellery. If you're not happy, I can swap them for colours of your choice. Okay, so let me run these ones through the board for you. Peach number 1 is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, he's a 7. Chocolate is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, he's a 7. Peach number 2 is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, he's a 7. And the red is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7. He's not a 7.5, he's an 8. The visually larger pink is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, not an 8, he's an 8.5. And his twin is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, he's an 8. So the pink pearls, they are measuring different sizes there, Heather. So it's going to be completely up to you what you would like to do. The first peach on the pendant, but can you do it so it's half and half showing? Yes, I can. Let me make a little... I'll make a note on the actual order form as well, but if I put that in there, then that's definitely there. So just to confirm, you'd like the first peach and you'd like it so it's sort of showing half the lighter side and half the darker side of the peach. Is that correct? If so, with the rest of the colours here, are you happy with these, or are there colours you'd like to swap out? Okay, so these ones here. No, that's absolutely fine. And you're happy with the rest. Brilliant. You're very, very welcome. Right, let's pop these all in here for you. Okie dokie. So Heather, I hope you're happy with that. And you're the first person to win with that token. So, whoop whoop. Right, that's safe on there. Thank you for the donations with your shells as well. And yeah, I hope you'll be happy with everything once it arrives. Up next today is Louise Jenkins. Louise, are you here? Louise, hello, hello, hello. Louise, you have got the Risk It for Love game. We'll do the game first and then all of your openings together at the end, if that's okay. You have also chosen to start with 5 tokens. So, Louise, good luck. So, token number 1 is a darker purple. Token number 2 is a white. Token number 3, dark green. Number 4 is the dark glittery purple. And then token number 5 is the pinky orange. Okay, so you've actually got 5 different colours here. Now this is a good thing because you've got 5 different colours, which means if you choose to pick another token out, it means you've got a higher chance of matching a colour than pulling out a different colour. Now of course that chance is still there, but it's a higher chance to match a colour here. So your option is, Louise, you can either choose to stop here and have your 2 oyster openings, or you can pull a further 1 token out of the bag. If you pull 1 more out of the bag and you get a match, the game continues. If you pull 1 out of the bag and you get a new colour, then the game stops there and you have 2 oyster openings anyway. So you're not missing, like you're not losing on this one, but it is up to you if you would like to continue again. So another token. Good luck. And you've got a glittery purple, which means on this round you have got a matching pair of 2, Louise. Okay, so choice here is you can either choose to stop here and claim your prize, which is a charm off the website, or you can continue to pull another further 1 token. If you do pick another token and you match, the game continues. If you pick another token and it's a different colour, the game would stop there and you'd have 2 oyster openings. What would you like to do? Claim the prize or pull another token? Risk it. Another token. Louise, good luck. So, oh, I haven't got anything. Sorry, it's because it all started falling. Okay. Good luck. So I've got one here. Oh, it is a bright orange, which means it is a new colour. Okay, so that means that the game stops there and your prize is 2 oyster openings. Okay, so with your 2 oyster openings, oh, actually, you've also got other openings. So let me just double check those as well. You have got, 4 openings altogether then. So which 4 would you like, Louise? Oysters or egg pops or a mix of each? If it's a mix of each, I need to know how many of each you would like to have. Sorry, I'm just having a sip of my drink. And there we go, excuse me. Till the end of the month, Delia. You'd like to have an oyster, donate the shell, or 4 oysters I should say, donate the shells. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so Louise, are there certain colours you're hoping for? And then for the jewellery, I'm going to need to know what colour you'd like on which half. Okay, so that one looked like, I opened that then and that was potentially, it's a stinker. So yeah, for the jewellery, we'll need to know for which half. So if we go down, hoping for sea blues. Okay, so oyster number 1. Sharp pop there. There's your mother of pearl. Now it is a blue. And there's no more in that one. So your first colour out is a darker TARDIS blue. Moving on to oyster number 2. Soft pop there. Ew. Okay, so this one is very dirty and I'm going to squidge this with this. So there's definitely no pearls on that side. We can see that there. Ew. Okay, so there's no more in that one. Funnily enough, it is a chocolate pearl. Does it smell? Slightly, yeah. Not massively though. You can tell the really stinky ones if I open them. It's because I stop talking as much because I try not to breathe. Right, it's a really gorgeous deep chocolate colour though, that one, isn't it? Stunning colour. Moving on to your next 2 oysters then. So your next one, light pop there. And there's your mother of pearls. So there's no pearls on that side. And in here I can see straight away at the top 1 and 2 and 3. Sorry, it went over there. I didn't see that before. And there's no more in that one. So you have triples. They could be, Gemma. Not all of them though. They'll be different. Each stinky one. I don't think you get two the same. Some are really bad, some are okay, some aren't stinky at all. So it's just pot luck. So with your triples, you've got a silver purple, a autumn peach, and a burgundy red. So silver purple, autumn peach, and burgundy red. Then moving on to your last oyster. Double pop there. And there's your mother of pearl. Oh. Okay, so the flesh is loose on this one. And there's no more in that one. Okay, and you've got a chocolatey olive green. So again, it's a base chocolate, but he does have sort of a olive green overtone to him. Almost got like a hint of silver in there as well. So from the top, we've got a TARDIS blue, a chocolate, and a chocolate olive green. You've then got a silver purple, an autumn peach, and a burgundy red. What do you think to these? As I said before, Louise, I will need to know which colour you'd like on which half. Oh, sorry, the moth came back then. If you're not happy with these, I can swap them for you for colours of your choice. Okay, so if I run them through the board, the chocolate olive green is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, not an 8, he's an 8.5. The dark chocolate is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, he's a 7. And the TARDIS blue is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, not an 8, he's an 8.5. Do I have any sea blues? No, I don't, I'm afraid. I do have quite a waiting list for them as well. It's not to say you're very welcome to go on the waiting list if you would like to, but there is quite a few people on there at the moment, so it would be quite a long wait if you would like to do so. The burgundy red is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, he's a 7. Autumn peach is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, he's a 7. And the silver purple is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, he is a 7. So you'd like to swap the peach for a deep purple and the chocolate olive for a black. Okie dokie. Okay, just have a look at these two here for me. Oh, and swap the red for an icy blue. Okay. So then have a look at these 3. If you're happy with these, I'll need to know which colour you'd like on which half. Can you have the black on the daughter and the deep purple on the mother? Of course, okie dokie. And then the rest of the pearls there, are you happy with those as your loose pearls? So these 4 here, are you happy with these? Just going to bring you up. Yes, brilliant. You're very, very welcome. Okay, so Louise, thank you for the donations with your shells. And I hope that you'll be happy with everything once it arrives as well, my lovely. And that's safe up there for you. Perfect. Which brings us to, up next today, is Emma Neville. Emma, are you here? Michaela, sorry, I'm afraid I won't be able to with the olive green because I have a waiting list for people with the olive green. So even though that is a chocolatey olive green, I do offer it to them first. So I won't be able to save that one for you, I'm afraid. I hope you can understand. Dragon Cage Pendant, yep, that is one that normally does come back into stock again, yes. And Emma, hello, hello, hello. Emma, you have got a Risk It for Love game and you've chosen to start with 5 tokens. So let's go down and Emma, good luck, my lovely. So good mix, and then token number 1 is a bright green. Token number 2 is a orangey pink. Token number 3 is a brighter purple. Number 4 is an orangey pink. We have got a pair. And then your last token is a brighter purple. Whoop, whoop. So even though you've matched with 2 of the colours, we can only claim on 1, but they are the same price. So in this round, you can either choose to stop here and claim your prize, which is any charm on the website, completely your choice. Or you can choose to continue the game and pull 1 token out of the bag. So if you stop the game, you'll get to pick what charm you'd like. If you choose to pull the token, you pick... Excuse me, I had to... Sorry, I felt like something went in my throat then. So if you'd like to continue, you can pick 1 token out of the bag. If you do continue and you match another pair, the game continues. If you pick a new colour, it would stop there and you'd have 2 oyster openings. Stop there. Oh, no, I need to put these back in. Stop here, and can you have the horse charm? You can indeed. Would you like a lobster or a hoop fitting? Just booking that in for you. Horse charm. Lobster or lobster fitting, brilliant. So that means you've got one opening altogether. Would you like to have a oyster or a egg pop? There we go, that's saved there, so that's booked in for you. Egg pop. Is there a certain colour or colours that you're hoping for? This one has got a little smiley face on him, so let me show you there. Okay, so like I said, is there certain colours that you're hoping for? Good luck, Emma. You have got 4 pearls in your egg pop. You've got a beautiful bright autumn peach, again slightly two-tonal there, a sea green, a larger chocolate bronze, and a burgundy red. So 4 pearls in your egg pop there. Now, with these 4, with your sorry, it's that time of night, my brain's going. With your charm, you can choose to have your pearl on or off the jewellery. So if you're happy with any of these, I'll need to know which one you'd like. And if you're not happy, I can swap them for colours of your choice. The red is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, he's an 8. Chocolate bronze is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, not an 8, he's an 8.5. Sea green is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, he's an 8. And the two-tonal autumn peach is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, he is an 8. Love them all. Can you have the chocolate bronze on the charm? You can. So you're happy with the other 3 loose ones, and we're going to have the chocolate bronze on there. Just pop these in here for you, Emma, as well. Okay. Right, Emma then, I hope you'll be happy with everything once it arrives. That's on there, and then that's safe up there for you as well. You're very, very welcome. Up next today is Vicky Lee. Vicky, are you here? Oh, Vicky, I've just seen you there. So, Vicky, hello, hello, hello. Vicky, you have got 2 of the Risk It for Love games. So we'll play the first game, find out what your prize is. Play the second game, obviously find out what your prize is, and then we'll do all of the openings together at the end. I hope that's okay with you. Okay, so for game number 1, hang on, let me just double check. Okay, both games you've chosen 5 tokens. Perfect. So game number 1, good luck. So first one is a lighter purple. Token number 2 is a red. token number 3 is a bright orange. Token number 4 is a white. Okay, and then token number 5 is a glittery purple. That's not the bonus one, which is why I turn it over, just so you can see. So that's a glittery dark purple. 5 different colours here. What do you think to these? So your choice here is going to be, you can either stop here and then claim your 2 oysters, or you can pick one more out of the bag, and then if you don't get a match, then you have 2 oysters anyway, or if you do get a match, the game does continue. So another one. Okay, so good luck for your last one. And it is a glittery purple. You have got a match of 2 colours there. So your choice here, Vicky, is you can either choose to stop the game here and claim your prize, which is any charm off the website, completely your choice. Or you can choose to continue the game and pull one more token out of the bag. With that token, if you match one of these 5 colours, the game continues. If you pull a new colour, the game would stop there and you would have 2 oyster openings. What would you like to do? Stop there. Okay, so you'd like to claim your charm. I'm just going to book the charm in for you though. So if I bring you up, you would like to have the turtle's tail charm. Is that with a lobster or a hoop fitting? Lobster fitting, brilliant. So lobster. So that's your first game. So like I said, we'll do the second game and then we'll do all of your openings together at the end. Okay, so this is moving on to your second game then. Let's just mix all of these up and good luck. So token number 1 is a red. Token number 2 is a light purple. So I haven't got one, it's just, there we go, that's a better angle. Token number 3, bright orange. Number 4 is a brighter purple. And then number 5 is a light purple. Okay, so with your first 5 tokens, you do have a matching pair. So Vicky, the choice is yours again. So it's the same choice. You can either stop here and pick your charm to claim your prize, or you can pick a further 1 token out of the bag. With that token, if you match one of these 4 colours, the game would continue. If you pick a different colour, you'd have 2 oyster openings. You'd like to go for one more. Perfect. So give them a mix and good luck. And you have matched again. So on this round, you have matched with a bright purple. So because this is a match of 2, you get the same choice again. Would you like to stop here and claim the charm of your choice from the website? Or would you like to pull a further 1 token from the bag? Again, with that 1 token, if you match one of these, the game would continue. If you got a different one, the game would stop there and you'd have 2 oyster openings. You'd like to go again? Okay, so obviously there's nothing in my hand. Mixy, mixy, mixy. And you have got a green. So that means that the game has now stopped and you have won 2 oyster openings. Okay, but you did risk it. You did try for it. So we're not going to get further unless we do try. So you did try. So well done you, my lovely. Which means then you have got 3 openings altogether. So with your 3, which ones would you like to have? Oysters or egg pops or a mix of each? As always, if it's a mix of each, I'll need to know how many of each you'd like to have. I'm just going to mark that you're here as well because I haven't done that yet. There we go. Oysters, so 3 oysters. 1, 2, 3. Would you like to, oh, you've already beat me to it, you'd like to donate your shells. So are there certain colours you're hoping for? With the charm that you won, you can choose to have a pearl on or off of that one. Okay, so we'll just need to know at the end if you'd like to have a pearl on or off. And then of course, if on, which one you'd like. But we'll do the colours pearls first and find out what colours you've got. Okay, so oyster number 1. Lights pop there. And there's your mother of pearl. So no pearls on that side. And there's no more in that one. So your first pearl out is a silver bells. So a gorgeous darker silver shade. Like really, really silver, this one. Look at him. Oyster number 2. Lights pop there. Oh, and we've got a runaway. So there's another pearl. You do have a little bit of pearl blister, but again, there's no pearls there. And we do have a runaway pearl. Let's have a squidge and see if there's any more. No more in that one. And you have got a 2-tonal gold. Now this one has got beautiful colouring to him. He is definitely, oh, let's just get this focus. We can definitely see the brighter and the lighter areas. There we go. So you've got lighter and brighter areas. Look at that. And then moving on to your last one. Lights pop there. And there's your mother of pearl. And I can see in here 1 and 2 fell down the front, and 3. Vicky, in your last oyster, you have triples. 3 pearls in there. So again, very similar colours. We sort of seem to get this colour combination out. And don't get me wrong, it's a stunning colour combination. Let's just go through these ones for you. So you have got a gorgeous dark, deep TARDIS blue. A blurple, so mixed between blue and purple. Oh, he does have an imperfection there. So in some lights he's more blue, in some lights he's more purple. And then a yellow as well. Again, slightly two-tonal, so brighter and then lighter. So hopefully you can see that as we go around. What do you think to all of these? Like I said at the start, with your charm, you can choose to have a pearl on or off the jewellery. So it's going to be up to you what you'd like to do. And if you're not happy with any of these colours, we can swap them for you. So The two-tonal gold is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, he's a 7.5. The silver bells is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, he's a 6.5. Two-tonal yellow is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, he's an 8. The blurple is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, he's an 8. And the blue is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, not an 8, he's an 8.5. You'd like to have the yellow on the charm, okie dokie. And then with the other 4 pearls then, are you happy with those as your loose colours? Or are there some there that you would like to swap? Swap the silver bells for a dove grey, of course. Okay, are there any others that you'd like to swap? Very happy with those ones? Perfect. So I'll pop these in here for you as well. Vicky, thank you for the donations with your shells, and I hope you'll be happy with everything as well once it arrives. And that's safe up there for you. Okay, up next today is Harriet Taylor. Harriet, are you here? Let's do an updated order list. Harriet, hello. Okay, Harriet, you have got 4 openings altogether. Which 4 would you like to have? Oysters or egg pops, or a mix of each? If it's a mix of each, I'll need to know how many of each you'd like to have. Two of each. Okay, so regarding the oysters, would you like to keep or would you like to donate your shells? And overall, are there any colours you're hoping for? Okay, so we're going to start with your egg pops here. Good luck, Harriet. Your first egg pop, and you have got 4 pearls in there. We've got an autumn peach, a bright coral, a lighter two-tone apple green, so you've got brighter and darker apple green areas, and a sea green as well. So autumn peach, coral, apple green and sea green. Egg pop number 2. 3 pearls in that one. You've got a silver chocolate, a lighter autumn peach, so a little bit lighter than the first one, and a burgundy red. So silver chocolate, lighter autumn peach and a burgundy red. If we then move through to your oysters, oyster number 1. Light pop there. And there's your mother of pearl. So there's no pearls on that side. Oh, 1, 2 and 3. you have triples. 3 pearls in your first oyster. Really beautiful, bright colours with these ones as well. You've got a silver grape purple, a burgundy red, and a TARDIS blue. Couple of little imperfections on that one as well. So again, at the end, if you're not happy, we can swap it for you. So silver purple, burgundy red, TARDIS blue. And then moving on to your last oyster. Slight double pop there. And a little bit of flesh and a little pearl blister, but again, there's no pearls there at all. Harriet, you are twinning with purple twins. This purple shade is in between sort of a Cadbury and a grape purple. And it does look like you've got one darker, one lighter twin. So they don't look like they're the exact colour there. But let me show you and then you can look at those. They're not massively different either. So Harriet, we're going to need to know which colours you'd like on the jewellery. If you're happy with all of these, that's perfect. If you're not, of course, we can swap them for colours of your choice. So from the top, you've got a brighter autumn peach, coral, apple green and a sea green, chocolate silver, light autumn peach and a burgundy red, silver grape purple, burgundy red and a TARDIS blue, and then twinning purples at the bottom as well. If we run them through the board for you, the sea green is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, he's an 8. Apple green's not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, not an 8, he's an 8.5. Coral is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, sorry, he is a 7. And the autumn peach is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, he's a 7. Burgundy red is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, he's an 8. Lighter peach is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, he's a 7. And the chocolate silver is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, he's a 7 as well. TARDIS blue is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, he's a 6.5. Burgundy red is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, he's a 7.5. And the silver purple is not a 5, not a 5.5, he is a 6. Purple twin number 1 is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, he's a 6.5. And purple number 2 is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, he's a 6.5 as well. Okay, Harriet, what do you think? What would you like to do? If, of course, you prefer to have more time to think about it, you can take a screenshot and then email me your colour choices across in an email. But if you'd like to, obviously, if you know now, I'm very happy to do it now as well. So it's completely up to you. Swap the apple green and the coral for bright autumn peaches. Okay, I'll show you the brightest I can do. Okay, so bright autumn peach. Do they need to be the same shade and size, my lovely? Yes, it would. Okie dokie. So I would say we're looking at more slightly, not small, but slightly smaller in the shade, just because, so I'm trying to take the lighter ones away, just because then it, when there's so many in my hand, it makes it easier. Just see. So I'm going to say, yeah, probably about, let's see if we can get a matching pair there. Oh. Oh, that one's slightly too tonal. Oh. Those two, I keep coming back to those two there. Sorry, it takes me a little bit of time. The peaches and corals take me the longest to pair, just because there are so many shades of them. Okay, so the coral and the green I've swapped for 2 autumn peaches, if you're happy with those. So these 2 here for those 2 there. Would you like those on the earrings? You'd like to swap the silver, so the chocolate silver, for a bright sunshine yellow. Okay. Actually, I'll pop him over here. So the chocolate silver, this one, I've swapped for a sunshine yellow. There's the yellow there. I'm just going to take the peach away because we've definitely chose those. And the other bright peach on the pendant. Perfect. So that's the chocolate silver I'm going to be swapping out for the yellow. Okie dokie. So it's just the other item of jewellery we need to know the colour for. And then, of course, if there's any other colour swaps that you would like to do as well. The second red and yellow on the hourglass. You can, I would invoice you for the additional pearl on the pendant if that's okay. And then if you're happy with that, I'll need to know with these colours here then are your loose pearls. Are you happy with these? Or are there any that you'd like? Oh no, you've just said you're happy with the others as well. Perfect. So the invoice for the additional pearl on the pendant, that will get sent across for you over the weekend. It will go to the email address that's on the order form. You're very, very welcome, Harriet. Thank you for the donations with your shells as well. And I hope you'll be happy with everything once it arrives. And again, that's safe up there for you. Perfect. Up next today is Shannon Kolker. Shannon, are you here? Shannon, hello. Shannon, we're going to play your game first and then we'll do all of your openings together at the end if that's okay. So with your Risk It for Love game, you have chosen to start with 5 tokens. Good luck, Shannon. So let's give them a mix to start with. And then your first one is a bright purple. Your next is a light purple. So they asked 2 different shades of purple there. Third one is a red. Fourth one is an orange. And then your 5th token is a red. Shannon, you have got a matching pair with your 5 tokens there. So your choice is going to be, you can either choose to stop here and claim your prize, which is a charm off the website, any charm completely your choice, or you can choose to play on with a further 1 token. With that token, if you match one of these 4 colours, then the game would continue. If you picked out a new colour, then your prize would be 2 oyster openings. What would you like to do? Stop here and claim your prize, or pick one more and see if you get a match or not? Stop there. Okie dokie. So you have chosen to have the June 2021 charm. Bear with me, let me just book this in. Would you like a lobster or a hoop fitting? June 2021. So June 2021. Yep, they're still in stock, so that's booked in for you there. Hoop fitting, brilliant. So altogether then, that gives you 3 openings. So you'd like to have oysters and donate your shells. 1, 2, 3. Are there certain colours that you're hoping for, Shannon? 1, 2, and 3. So let's go down. Good luck, my lovely. Oyster number 1. Light pop there. Hoping for purples and blues. So from your first oyster, there's your mother of pearl. Now I can see straight away at the top a gorgeous chocolate bronze. We just have a squidge in here. Okay, so there's no more in that one. So first one out is a chocolate bronze. Oh, he does have an imperfection there. Now I've just popped that down. Let me just show you just there. Little inclusion. So again, at the end, if you're not happy, we can swap him for a colour of your choice. Oyster number 2. Light pop there. And there's your mother of pearl. Oh, 1, 2 and 3. There's no more in that one. So you have got triples. 3 pearls in that one, Shannon. So we've got a gorgeous bright watermelon, a brighter pink, and a forest. Oh, is it a forest green? I thought I saw, yeah, I can definitely see a flash of green to him. I don't know if you guys can see that, but I definitely see green there. So watermelon, bright pink and forest green. Moving on to your last oyster. Light pop there again. There's your mother of pearl. Oh, okay, so the flesh came away and the pearls popped out there. So if we have a squidge in there. Okay, so there's no more in that one, and you have got another watermelon. Okay, Shannon, what do you think to these? With your charm, you can choose to have your pearl on or off the jewellery, and I'll need to know which colours you'd like where. And of course, if you're not happy with these, I can swap them for colours of your choice. So chocolate bronze, a watermelon, bright pink, forest green, and another watermelon. If I run them through the board for you, the chocolate bronze is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, not an 8, he's an 8.5. Forest green is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, he's a 7. Bright pink is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, he's a 7. Watermelon is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, he's a 6.5. And watermelon number 2 is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, he's a 6.5 as well. So they're measuring, the watermelons are measuring the same size. Obviously they're not twins, but they are sort of the same shade and colour there. Swap the pink for TARDIS blue for the charm. Yes. And both the watermelons for purple for the earrings. Okay, just have a look at these ones here for me. Are you happy with those? And then you've got the green and the bronze as your loose pearls. Would you be happy with those as well, or would you like to swap those at all? Swap the bronze for Harriet's apple green. That's the only apple green in the swap pot, so that's perfect. So you're happy with the blue. Happy with these two? Okay, let me bring you back up. Shannon, so I've got the blue on the charm, the purple on the earrings. Oh, bless you. You didn't have to do that, but thank you ever so much for the stars, Shannon. Thank you for the donation with the shells as well. And as always, I hope you'll be happy with everything once it arrives. And I've popped that safely up there for you. Okay. Up next then today is Pamela Russell. Pamela, are you here? There we go. Pamela Russell, are you here? So Pamela, if you're here, please type I'm invisible. That will bring your comment forward so I can see you. And if anyone else can see Pamela, please comment on her comments because that will bring it forward so I can see as well. So I'm just going to refresh this here. Pamela Russell, are you here? Oh, bless you, Katie. Yes, let me make a note. But yeah, that's fine. I got the note saying it was Sunday or Tuesday, so Tuesday's fine. I'll stick that to your order form in the morning. Perfect. Okay, so I haven't seen Pamela, so we're going to move on. If she does come on, we can add her in, but it will of course be to the end of the order list. Which means up next is Rebecca Mason. Rebecca, are you here? Katie, you'll also have an email to confirm it's been booked in for Tuesday. But yeah, that's absolutely fine. There we go. Rebecca. Oh, bless him. Well, I don't blame him. But that's absolutely fine. It's not a problem. Becky, hello. Now, obviously, it's a different name on Facebook as to the order form, which is absolutely fine, my lovely. But could you just confirm the second part of the email address for me? So from the @ sign onwards, what that section is of your order form. So it could be obviously Hotmail, Yahoo, Outlook, Gmail, whatever that is on the order form, just so I can confirm that it is you, if that's okay. That's brilliant, Bexy. Thank you, my lovely. Okay, so you've got 2 openings altogether. Would you like to have oysters or egg pops, or one of each? Oh, bless you guys. Well, those of you who are going, thank you for joining us today. I hope you have a brilliant weekend. Bless you. Oysters, keep the shells. Brilliant. So, Becky, are there certain colours that you're hoping for? So, 2 oysters. Let me get these open for you. There's 1 and 2. So, let's go down. Oyster number 1. Good luck, my lovely. Lights pop there. No specific colours, we're going to go with the flow. Oh, and you've got a runaway there. So there's your mother of pearl. There is a little bit of a pearl blister in the inside there. And we've got a runaway autumn peach, and I can see straight away that you are twinning with autumn peach pearls from your first oyster. Now, because you'd like to keep the shells, I do like to just clean them as we go. Okay, and if we hold this up so you can have a closer look, beautiful, brighter autumn peach pearls. It does visually look like one maybe ever so slightly brighter than his twin, but very, very close there. If we move on to oyster number 2, lights pop there. And there's your mother of pearl. So again, there's no pearls on that side. And Bexy, you are twinning for a second time. That dark bit down there is just the oyster tail, so that's not a pearl at all down there. So again, twinning for a second time. So just clean these up for you. Now your twins this time are purple twins. Again, it does look like they may be ever so slightly different shades. And compared to the peach, they are smaller in size. So let's have a closer look here as well. Yeah, so one is more brighter. One I would say has got more of a purple, more of a silver overtone, sorry. Okay, what do you think to these? Now, if you're happy with all of these, then they are yours. Okay, then I'll need to know which 2 you would like on the jewellery. If you're not happy with these, then I can of course swap them for colours of your choice. So it is going to be completely up to you, my lovely, on what you would like to do. If I run them through the board, peach number 1 is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7. He's a 7.5. Peach number 2 is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7. He's a 7.5. So they're measuring the same size, even though they do look ever so slightly different visually. With the purples, purple number 1 is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6. He's a 6.5. And purple number 2 is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6. He's a 6.5 as well. So again, they're measuring the same size there. Can we swap the darker purple for a burgundy red? You can. Peach on the earrings. Okay, so then the purple and red there, are you happy with those as your loose pearls? So peach on there. Yes, happy with those as well. Brilliant. Okie dokie. Pop these on here for you as well. Rebecca, I hope you'll be happy with everything once it arrives. Your shells are wrapped up, so they'll be included with your order as well. And I've popped that safely up there for you. Okay, up next today is Jill Gallagher. Jill, are you here? There we go. I just marked that you was here, Rebecca. Sorry, I forgot. Bexy, you're very, very welcome. And Jill, hello. Hello, hello, first time ordering. Oh, exciting. Let me just mark that you're here, Jill. Okay, perfect. So you have got 3 openings altogether. Which 3 would you like to have? Oysters or egg pops, or a mix of each? If it's a mix of each, I'll need to know how many of each one you would like to have. You guys are so welcoming. Honestly, it is lovely. You'd like to have oysters, so 3 oysters. Donate your shells. 1, 2 and 3. Are there certain colours you're hoping for, Jill? So 1, 2 and 3. So let's go down, and good luck. Light pop there. Yep, Pauline, that's not a problem. So first oyster here, Jill. There's your mother of pearl. So there's no pearls on that side. And in here, there's no more in that one. You have got a gold. He is a slightly two-tonal gold as well. You're easy with the colours, but a blue would be lovely. Okay, so fingers crossed for a blue for you. Your first pearl out is a two-tonal gold. It's a really eye-catching one with the different shades there. He's stunning. So that's your first one. Oyster number 2. You've got a light pop there. Oh, and a runaway. Okay, so there's your mother of pearl. We can definitely see again there's no pearls on that side. You've got a bright pink runaway. And then if we have a squidge in here, there's no more in that one. It does look like he's got a little imperfection there. So if you're not happy with that at the end, Jill, just let me know and I can either swap it for a colour of your choice or a different colour for you. Your last oyster. Light pop there. Again, there is a little bit of flesh there, but there's definitely no pearls on that side. And again, there's no more in that one. Now this pearl I can see a larger imperfection on. Same rules apply, Jill. If you're not happy with it, then you can just let me know and I can either try and colour match it or swap it for a different colour. But let me show you first, so then you can obviously have a closer look to make your decision. So this is a chocolatey olive green. So it's a base chocolate with the olive green overtone. Now on the reverse side here, you've got almost like a little circle imperfection there. So you can see that little groove going all the way around. Again, if you're not happy, I can swap it for you for a colour of your choice. So you've got a two-tonal gold, a bright pink and a chocolate olive green. What do you think? What would you like to do? So if you're happy with these, then they are yours. If you're not happy, we can swap them for colours of your choice. If I run them through the board for you, the chocolate olive is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, not an 8, he's an 8.5. Hot pink is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, he's an 8. And the two-tonal gold is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, he's a 7.5. I'm ever so sorry, I don't have any Pepsi Blues available at the moment. that in high demand Pepsi blues. So I'm afraid I just don't have any available to swap. I can show you a TARDIS blue and a brighter icy blue. I just don't have any of the Pepsi blues. I'm ever so sorry. But there's the TARDIS blue and the icy blue. So the TARDIS blue is the darker of the two. You'd like to swap any colour for the TARDIS blue, okay, and then donate the other two. Oh, bless you, Jill. Bless you, of course I will. That's ever so kind of you. So you'd like to have the TARDIS blue on the jewellery, is that correct, or would you prefer to have it loose? Because with your jewellery you can choose to have your pearl on or off there, and then these two pearls, they can be donated to the next couple of people who are here on the order list one at a time. That's very, very kind of you. Bless you. On the charm, brilliant, and bless you, you're very, very welcome. Well, I hope you're happy with that then, my lovely. Thank you for the donations with your shells. That's safe on there, and like I say, I hope you'll be happy with everything once it arrives, and that's safe at there for you. Oh, you guys are so very kind. I think that that's the end of the order list for today. Just refresh this here. Okay, so we're going to be live again on Sunday evening. So Sunday's a little bit different. It's Aaron's birthday on Sunday, so we will start the live at the normal time, which is 7:30, and then we will finish around 10:30-ish. But I obviously will put a cut off on orders, so even if we've still got orders and it gets to 10:30, I will complete the order list that I book in for, if that makes sense. So if you have ordered for Sunday, if you're here, you will have the opening, don't worry. I just won't have as long of an order list. Okay, I hope that makes sense. The donated pearls then, Jill, they will be on Sunday's opening. So they will definitely be gifted to the first couple of people on Sundays who are here on Sunday's opening list. So thank you ever so much for those. I hope you all have a brilliant weekend, and I'll see you on Sunday. Take care. Bye.